All right, here we have Bob Dylan, and just about a month ago, we decided to do some laser cell signaling with the umbilical cord Wharton's jelly for the left hip. Now, he did have a hip replacement 5 years ago, but he never really regained his mobility, and he still had some pain. So how is your left hip done 1 month after the procedure?
The hip itself is probably better, but not significantly. It's just because it's still a challenge to be able to get in and out of the tub, get in and out of the car. And I haven't really tested it with bending and doing a lot of things like that.
Well, Bob, how many percent better do you feel?
Maybe 10% better, I guess.
How come on your chart it says 30 to 40?
I think I was referring
Overall improvement.
my overall improvement of my mobility and my balance. That's where the improvement has been.
Yeah, 30 to 40% better, right?
Yeah. But not necessarily in the hip.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I didn't understand is I wasn't tested. I wouldn't say, show me how you do this, show me how you do that. That was never done. And one of the things I told your technicians, or whatever you want to call your people, is when I lay flat and I raise my right leg,
Mm-hmm.
it's like this, for example. I raise my right leg like this. My left one goes like this.
Mm-hmm.
And that was never tested. That was never brought up. And I mentioned that to your technicians every time I was in a prone position to show them what was going on. And not trying to pick on anybody or say anything, but
Well, I wish you would have wrote that down here.
until I went to your Palm Desert office and had some treatments out there with Omar.
Mm-hmm.
When I showed him my leg raise and the lack of the one, he said, well, are you getting shock treatments? And I said, no.
Mm-hmm.
He said, you need to get shock treatments. And as soon as you start doing shock treatments, I could feel the difference.
Yeah.
Now, there was pain, which is good. No pain, no gain. I can understand
But the
that.
shock wave got that leg to raise better now.
Not so much, but I could tell there was a difference.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, 30, 40%, that's still significant relief.
Well, again, that's the mobility and the balance. That's
Yeah, that improved after the therapy last month, right?
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, there has been some improvement, yeah.
Right. But if I could show you what's going on with my legs, you may say, "Oh, now."
Well, you got artificial hips. You know, we can't change that. But
Well,
the fact is,
okay, but this one's artificial too.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And again, I can raise that like that.
Well, that was a failed hip replacement, right? Because they did
I
the same
don't know.
procedure.
Yeah, I don't know.
If it was successful, you'd be able to raise it the other side. That's my point.
I see what you're
So
saying.
we're trying to undo the work that the failed hip, and the fact you got 30, 40% improvement in your balance, right? And less pain. So it's starting to work, right?
I would hope so.
Yeah, because this is the only thing you've done different besides your replacement 5 years ago. So we're going to continue with the shockwave today and monitor your progress, because this didn't happen overnight. It's not going to be cured overnight, little by little, and that's why you're here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's see your mobility. Let's see your ability to get out of the chair. And start walking. You don't need your cane to balance on.
No, I never did use a cane.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're doing great. You're not limping, so.
It's much improved.
Yeah.
His walking ability and less struggle.
Yeah, and it's
You
only
know,
been a month, so you're
so,
really 3-4
no.
months ahead.
That was almost immediately.
Yeah, you see, she noticed it. I
Yeah,
noticed it
I
too.
did.
Because
Yeah.
when you came into the first year, you were limping, and now you're not. So
Yeah,
that,
and he was like
yep,
this
leaning
way,
over.
And now
He was leaning away from the left side. Now he can walk on it.
Yep.
All right, congratulations, Bob. We'll continue the progress. All right.
Okay.
All right.